Hey guys, so I was making a random video, just kind of blabber on about stuff, but I saw this, and this is just absolutely fucking heartbreaking because, Michael J. Fox, grew up watching Michael J. Fox, Family Ties, Back to the Future, Teen Wolf, The Frighteners, for you people who know that little classic. Not the, obviously, I think The Frighteners was actually a remake of one from, was it 60s or 70s, something like that? Really good movie. Um, but this guy has been hit with Parkinson's in the 90s, and he's 61 right now. And I'm about to show you this, and it is, like I said, it's fucking heartbreaking. People can say, who cares? Well, he's a human being. And if you know anyone who has Parkinson's, you know that it's no fucking laughing matter. This shit is rough. Not only rough for the people who have to, who are supporting him, supporting emotionally and stuff like that, but imagine what he's going through. Now, keep in mind, here's Christopher Lloyd. The guy's like 80 something years old, and he looks way better than Michael J. Fox does because the fucking Parkinson's is kicking his ass. So, just shows you can have all the money in the world. Parkinson's, depression, all these diseases, they don't give a fuck. It doesn't care if you're rich. I remember when Robin Williams died, everyone was like, well, what did he have to be depressed about? Depression doesn't give a fuck if you have money. It doesn't care. And for all those people who say, oh, who cares? He may be a celebrity, but he's still a fucking human being. And to watch him have to go through this, and it's because you may not have had someone go through this, but I'm sure there might have been people who are watching me who can understand what he's going through right now because you've had to deal with it yourselves with a family member or a friend or whatever. But I'm going to play this, and just how bad it is. It's your mind starts to deteriorate, your body starts to go crazy. It's not fun. But it's not fun. You can see he can barely control his body anymore because it's just fucked him up. And again, they found this in the 90s. So I think he was like doing Back to the Future 3. He was like 2 or 3. Actually, I think it was 3 when they said that they found that he had Parkinson's. Also in Back to the Future 3, that moment where Buford and his crew wrap the rope around him and they hang him from the courthouse trying to hang him? Yeah, that was actually Michael J. Fox. That wasn't a stunt double. That was actually him hanging there, trying to. And he said that, yeah, he almost died there because it was pretty tight around his neck and he almost passed out and all that. But yeah, that wasn't a stunt double. That was actually Michael J. Fox. So just a little fun tidbit there. But there was something I saw, and this, put a big smile on my face. God, my hero, Michael J. Fox. Yep. Doc and Marty. Oh man. Oh man, Rick. Look, it's us. Don't look at it, Morty. Don't just look away. It's not real. That's what Rick and Morty are based on. They're based on, Marty and Doc. I did a reaction to Justin Roiland's little cartoon called Doc and Marty. So stupid, but that's what they're based on. And Back to the Future did have a cartoon. I remember watching it all the time. Where is it? Love that picture. I don't know who the guy is, but just a fan. But whenever you want to, whenever you see Michael J. Fox or Christopher Lloyd, you want to do the, looking at the time thing. That's just, it's great. Yeah, here we are. This was 2016. Johnny B. Good. So for anyone wondering, Michael J. Fox does actually know how to play the guitar. So I think in Back to the Future when he was playing Johnny Be Good. I think usually because for the sound, they have to kind of like dub over and stuff like that. Kind of like I know with like Doctor Who, there was the episode where he comes riding in on a tank and he's playing the guitar. So he plays the guitar, but he has to record in the studio. Then they dub over the sound to give it more of a clear sound to it. So, but this is him actually playing the guitar. It's amazing.
Our hero, Mr. Michael J. Fox. Come on, man. Yeah.
Such an amazing song. That scene in Back to the Future is amazing. He fucking Marty goes crazy playing, and he's like on the ground pushing himself backwards. He's knocking over the fucking speakers, and I guess you kids aren't ready for that yet. But honestly, I was expecting him to do the same thing, just like completely go off, and suddenly he's like, you know, playing and kicking stuff over, and he's on the ground, scooting himself back. Those movies, they never need to remake those. They are already classic. They're already perfect. You don't need to remake Back to the Future. You know, do they have flaws? Of course. But it's like the perfect trilogy. You don't need to change anything about it. But yeah, he can actually play the guitar, and it's amazing. The DeLorean. But actually, I spent so much time talking about this, and might as well just make this its own separate video. Yeah, my respect and admiration for Michael J. Fox continues to grow and grow and grow. Man, I love Michael J. Fox. I hate seeing him get worse like this, but very happy to see him and Doc together. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good that you like Doc, you know, in the movie, that was makeup, you know, because Christopher Lloyd back then was still pretty young-ish, but they used makeup to make him look older because, you know, Doc was supposed to be like this older scientist guy. Um, but that was makeup that they used, and it looked really good. You couldn't even tell that it just looked like it was Christopher Lloyd just naturally aged. Parkinson's is such a cruel disease. It really is. It's hard to see him like that. Yeah. This is why it's like, yeah, he might be a celebrity, but he's a celebrity, and that's the point. It's like he has the best doctors, he has all this money, and what good is it doing him? Parkinson's, depression, they don't give a fuck if you're rich and powerful. They don't care if you have money. This shit will happen if you're rich, if you're poor. It doesn't matter. These diseases don't care. So anyone say, oh, it's just a celebrity. It's still a human being. It's still a fucking human life. And I hope that these people who say this never get fucking Parkinson's or have to go through having someone in their life go through it. Because they'll change your tune real fucking quick. It's like no one has compassion for anything anymore. It's like, oh, it's not happening to me. I don't care. He's a celebrity. Who cares? But yeah, this one is heartwarming. It is. I'm sure they're really happy anytime they get to see each other. You know, because you know, it's not like they just did one project together. No, they did 3 fucking movies together. And you got to remember how long it takes to film each movie, and so they're really close, and being able to see each other and Yeah, it makes me happy and sad at the same time because it's great to see them together, and it's great to that Michael J. Fox is still here, but it's kicking his ass. He's 61 years old, and it's gonna get him. Love seeing Doc and Marty together. Mad respect for the man. So sad to see that he has to be so brave. Yeah, like Michael J. Fox, he's not only yeah, Michael J. Fox very strong-willed. Yeah, not only that, but he's like such a classy guy. He was just class. Um but yeah, he is. You know, it, he I mean, I guess it could kind of be sad for some people then, when it's like, well, it's like I'm going through all of this. He's a freaking celebrity with all this money and all the best doctors, and he's still this bad with it. So if someone like that is going through it and doctor and, visits and, having all this great medical stuff at my disposal isn't working, it's like, what kind of chance do I have? Just some poor person who, paycheck to paycheck. If a freaking celebrity who has all his money is going, suffering this badly, it's like, what about common people? Common folk who don't have that much money. Heavy stuff. Yep. Nice to be reminded what really matters in life during this financial crisis. Nicely done. How is it possible that Christopher Lloyd looks younger in this clip than he does in the movie? Yeah, yeah. Michael J. Fox, my favorite actor from my childhood. Endless hits. Yeah. Like I said, The Frighteners, most people don't even remember that movie, but if you haven't seen it, I recommend watching it. It's a real fun movie. It really is a fun movie. It's like a comedy, scary kind of thing. Like I said, it was hang on, let me look up when The Frighteners was actually. I think it's a remake. So let me see. All right, so I looked it up, and I didn't know who directed it. It was directed by Peter Jackson. So, but apparently it was. I think there was like a episode of something called The Frighteners. I must have been thinking of another scary movie that might have a similar name that was a remake. I was sure The Frighteners was a remake of something of from the 60s or 70s. I remember there being something called The Frighteners from like that time, but like it could have been something similar name, just me misremembering. But yeah, Peter Jackson did Frighteners. Like I said, if you have a chance to watch it, it's a fun movie. Um so but yeah, Michael J. Fox back to Terminate the Future. Love them both. Yeah. Like I said, it may be a celebrity, but the way he hugs him, it's like their family because they basically are at this point. They've done so many cons together. They've done 3 fucking, Back to the Future movies together. They're family. So anytime they get to be in the same room with each other, you could see the love this man has for this man right here. But just to see him like this, and even though he's 61, it's kicking his ass. And it just shows that you can have all the fucking money in the world, you can be rich, you can be powerful, you can have all the best fucking doctors in the world. Doesn't mean jack shit because disease, it doesn't care if you're rich. It doesn't care if you're powerful. It's going to get you. And sometimes, unfortunately, it's something like Parkinson's where it just royally fucks you up. And I hope, it slows down at some point for him and he can, but it's basically your body just degenerates. And so, I don't want to lose this guy early because that would, in a couple years, it's like, Michael J. Fox dead at like 65. It's just, it would be a total fucking loss. I think Robin Williams had something close. He found out he had something close to Parkinson's. I remember between that and his own personal demons, the depression that he had for years. He just ended it. But yeah, this man is a fucking legend. He's so classy. He's a national treasure. You know, um, and it would be a shame to lose him so early. So, but I just wanted to show you that this wholesomeness right here of Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd, um, and just to value the people in your lives, even if they are celebrities. If you know they're going through something like this. Also, there's can't remember, but I know there's the Michael J. Fox foundation, all that for Parkinson's research. Obviously, if you have a few extra dollars, donate. Every bit helps. But all the people who say who cares, who cares? I hope you never have to deal with this yourself or have to go through watching someone you love go through this. So, like I said, people just don't care about other people anymore. It's like, oh, not me. I don't care. It's a celebrity. Why should I care? Well, because Parkinson's affects a lot of people, not just fucking celebrities. And to see someone who's this rich and has the best doctors this bad, it just shows that money can't buy everything. So, but let that be burned into your mind, this amazing image of Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox. Anyways, that's it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.